The guests have already arrived. I request all of the students to please maintain silence.
You will be here in the podium.
ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗಡೆ you should not go anywhere.
ಯಾರು?
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೈಕ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ?
ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಲಾಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಫಾ? ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ.
Check, 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 check.
Hello. Hello.
ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ ನೀವು.
ಹೌದಾ?
ಸರಿ, ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಓಕೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಮಹಿಳೆ ಎಂದರೆ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ, ಮಹಿಳೆ ಎಂದರೆ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ. ಹೀಗೆ ನಾನಾ ಪದಗಳಿಂದ ಆಕೆ ವರ್ಣನಾತೀತಳಾದವಳು. ಮಹಿಳೆಯು ಅನಂತ ಸಾಧನೆ, ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರಮಗಳಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಾದರಿಯಾದವಳು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಇಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ ಪಡೆಯುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದಲೇ ರೂಪುಗೊಂಡಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕೋರುತ್ತೇನೆ.
On behalf of entire MLAC family, I, Nidhi,
and I, Bhuvana,
welcome you all to today's event on Women in Leadership series. Let's begin today's program by College Anthem. I invite 4th Sem SCCC music students to present our college anthem.
ಭಾವದ ಮನುಜರು ನಾವು ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಸಾಗೋಣ, ಅಮ್ಮಣ್ಣಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬದುಕಲು ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. ಒಂದೇ ಭಾವದ ಮನುಜರು ನಾವು ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಸಾಗೋಣ, ಅಮ್ಮಣ್ಣಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬದುಕಲು ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. ಜ್ಞಾನದ ದೀವಿಗೆ ಕರದಲ್ಲಿ ಧರಿಸಿ ಕತ್ತಲು ಸರಿಸೋಣ, ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಗತಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯ ಸೇರುತ್ತ ನೀಡೋಣ. ಅರಸುವ ಆಶ್ರಯ KNV ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿಯ ಸೇವೆಯ ಸ್ಮರಿಸೋಣ, ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸಾಧಕ ಮಾರ್ಗದಿಂದಲೇ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯ ಪಡೆಯೋಣ. ಅರಸುವ ಆಶ್ರಯ KNV ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿಯ ಸೇವೆಯ ಸ್ಮರಿಸೋಣ, ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸಾಧಕ ಮಾರ್ಗದಿಂದಲೇ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯ ಪಡೆಯೋಣ. ಒಂದೇ ಭಾವದ ಮನುಜರು ನಾವು ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಸಾಗೋಣ, ಮಹಿಳಾ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಉತ್ತುಂಗವನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಿ ತೋರೋಣ. ಶಾಂತಿಯ ಮಂತ್ರದ ನೂತನ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಹೃದಯದಿ ಹರಿಸೋಣ, ನೀಲಿ ಅನಂತವ ಗುಲಾಬಿ ಮಿರುವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲೆಡೆ ಹರಡೋಣ. ಪೀತವರ್ಣದಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಆತ್ಮದಿ ಬೆರೆಯೋಣ, ನೀಲಿ ಅನಂತವ ಗುಲಾಬಿ ಮಿರುವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲೆಡೆ ಹರಡೋಣ. ಪೀತವರ್ಣದಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಆತ್ಮದಿ ಬೆರೆಯೋಣ. ಒಂದೇ ಭಾವದ ಮನುಜರು ನಾವು ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಸಾಗೋಣ, ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಬಗೆ ಬಗೆ ಯೋಜನೆ ಜ್ಞಾನದಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋಣ. ಬನ್ನಿರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕುಲ ಮತ ಮರೆತು ಬೆರೆಯುತ್ತ ಹಾಡೋಣ, ದೇಶ ಸೇವೆಯೇ ಈಶ ಸೇವೆ ಎಂಬ ನಾಣ್ಣುಡಿ ಒಕ್ಕೋಣ. ಶೀಲಂ ಪರಮ ಭೂಷಣವೆಂಬ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಸಾರೋಣ, ಈಶ ಸೇವೆ ಎಂಬ ನಾಣ್ಣುಡಿ ಒಕ್ಕೋಣ. ಶೀಲಂ ಪರಮ ಭೂಷಣವೆಂಬ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಸಾರೋಣ, ಶೀಲಂ ಪರಮ ಭೂಷಣವೆಂಬ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಸಾರೋಣ. ಶೀಲಂ ಪರಮ ಭೂಷಣವೆಂಬ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಸಾರೋಣ, ಘೋಷಣೆ ಸಾರೋಣ, ಘೋಷಣೆ ಸಾರೋಣ, ಘೋಷಣೆ ಸಾರೋಣ.
Thank you to SECC Music Troupe. Now I request Dr. Nagalakshmi BN, Principal MLAC, to address the gathering.
Happy morning to one and all. Yeah. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, I deem it a honor and privilege to welcome all of you, to all of them on this occasion. So just before, I would just like to give a brief history of our college. Maharani Lakshmi Ammani College for Women is the brainchild of the combined efforts of its founding fathers, Dr. K.N.V. Shastri, a noted historian and political thinker, Dr. M.N. Mahadevan, a renowned doctor, and Shri T.S. Rajam, chairman of the TVS Group of Companies. These illustrious citizens of Bangalore established the college in 1972 in response to the persistent demands of the residents of northern Bangalore for an exclusive women's college in their neighborhood. Maharani Lakshmi Ambani College, after whom the college is named, is well known in history as the regenerator of the Wadayar dynasty of Mysore. Born in 1742 and married to Krishnaraja Wadayar II, she lived in one of the most turbulent times of South Indian history during the reigns of Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. As the regent queen of Mysore from 1799 to 1810, she administered the state on behalf of the minor king Krishnaraja Wadayar III under the sovereignty of the English. Her extraordinary crisis management skills, nation building capabilities, and sterling human qualities have inspired the vision and mission of the institution by catering to the intellectual, physical, emotional, and personal need of our girl students. The college has inspired students to uphold the motto Sheelam Paramabhushanam, and meaning character is the highest virtue. And as we all know that we have celebrated our golden jubilee in the year, this year, the college has completed 50 years of its existence, and still it is moving forward. So both, and it has maintained its illustrious legacy and an impeccable academic and extracurricular record. So now I deem it a honor and privilege to welcome our guest speaker of Women in Leadership series, and this is the 7th series, Srimati Arundhati Nag, Indian actor, founder of Sanket Trust, founder trustee of Rangashankara, and Padma Shri awardee in the year 2010. It is indeed an honorable moment for our college to have your prestigious presence in today's event. We are all truly inspired by your tremendous achievements in music, dance, and theater. Also, this was all possible because of your strength and leadership skills. And hence, madam, we will be very happy to be associated with you so that your true inspiration and hard work will be transformed into to our young girls. So, hearty welcome to you, madam, on behalf of all the MLAC trustees. With immense pleasure, I welcome our chairman, Shri S.S. Naganand, senior advocate, Government of Karnataka, to this occasion. Welcome, sir. And also I welcome Mrs. Naganand also for this event. I also take pride in welcoming our managing trustee, Shri K. Jairat sir, IAS retired. And all of us know that sir is the driving force, and he has initiated this Women in Leadership series as a part of the Golden Jubilee celebration. Hearty welcome to you, sir. And we see that this Women in Leadership series continues throughout, I need not say whether it is 60 or 70, so this will be continued throughout. So everybody of us here as a woman participant should be benefited by this series of lectures, and we have to instill all the hard work, dedication where the leaders have achieved. And so, and later on, as the faculties, we have to transform it to our students. So I welcome all of you here and thank you all.
ಸ್ವಾಗತಕ್ಕೂ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತಕ್ಕೂ ಇರುವ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ಅಕ್ಷರವಲ್ಲ. ಸು ಅನ್ನುವ ಅಕ್ಷರ ಒಂದು ಸಕಾರಾತ್ಮಕತೆಯ ಸಂಕೇತ. ಬಂದ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಇಂದಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ ಪದ್ಮಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಸ್ಕೃತೆ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಅರುಂಧತಿ ನಾಗ್ರವರನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಕೆ ಜಯರಾಜ್ರವರನ್ನು ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Good morning. Can't hear you. I'm very happy to welcome all of you to this great event, especially so many young, beaming faces, and also our chairman, Mr. Naganand, Mrs. Naganand, and all the faculty. When I was looking at you, I thought that we are seeing women's power on both sides of the dais, there and here. Do it later. I want to add a few words to what our principal has so effectively spoken about Arundhati Nag. She has been an inspiration to me for the past 3 decades. And why I wanted her to come today and speak to all of you is because, you know, she is a real live example of what a woman can do if she has the will, the perseverance, and the application, which is what really are the tenets that we promote in MLAC. I want you to hear from her how she has overcome adversity in her life. How, despite being a very prominent theatre and film personality, she single-mindedly wanted to develop an institution for propagating drama and art. And from nothing, she has built this magnificent edifice that we call Ranga Shankara. So, today when you go to Ranga Shankara, you might say it's great, but you know, she has built it brick by brick, going from pillar to post, begging for resources. I know about it because I've seen it happen. And today, it is such a confluence of art, culture, music, theatre, and related matters. So I want you, all young women, to be really inspired by her example, which is why I suggested to our core team, bring Mrs. Nag, let her speak to you, because this is, you know, continuing in the series from Sudha Murthy, from Pratima, director of NIMHANS, from Kiran, and from all the others who have come and who I hope have inspired you, like I'm sure Arundhati will inspire. So on behalf of all of you, on behalf of the trust and my behalf, sincerely like to thank you for having come today, taken the trouble, and for having given your time so generously. I want you to speak to them, Arundhati, about one, what is really the life lessons you have, which you would like to pass on to them, because I've explained to you what is the background and what is the composition of this college. I want you to give them 1 or 2 live examples of how you really overcome adversity, that you need not throw in the towel, but you can really apply yourself. And 3, looking to the future, the 21st century, where they're all going to be a proud part of, perhaps you can tell them as to what it will take to succeed, both professionally and personally. So those are some of the matters I'd like to request you to speak. I'm very happy you are here. I'm happy that Mr. and Mrs. Naganand are also here. It's a matter of great honor for us and for all the faculty. And I have requested, and Arundhati has graciously agreed, that after this, for half an hour, she'll have a separate interaction with the faculty, so that the faculty can also relate to her and talk to her and get whatever inspiration they want from her. That's open to PUC and degree faculty, as also the non-teaching staff. So now, again, without much ado, I'd like to request the organizers to go ahead with the next part of the program. Thank you.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕೋರಿದ ಶ್ರೀಯುತರಿಗೂ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತ.
Maharani Lakshmi Ammani College for Women, since its establishment in 1972, has maintained its illustrious legacy and an impeccable academic and extracurricular records. Sheelam Paramabhushanam, meaning character is the highest virtue, is the motto of a college from its inception. Many effective steps are being taken at MLAC towards encouraging and empowering our girls along with education, and this goes hand in hand with the vision of our college. The lecture series on women and leadership was initiated at MLAC on account of Golden Jubilee celebration by our managing trustee, Sri K. Jayaraj. Participants will get an opportunity to listen to the journey of women achievers across different fields. This session strives to connect students with established female leaders in a variety of fields through discussion, and it aims to inspire and empower women to engage in purposeful career development and take on leadership for important causes.
ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಅರುಂಧತಿ ನಾಗ್ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗಿರುವುದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ. ಇಂತಹ ಗಣ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸಭೆಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬಿಎಸ್ಸಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿ ನೇಹಾ ಎನ್.
To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. With this quote, a very good morning to one and all present here. It is my immense pleasure to introduce our distinguished chief guest of the day, Mrs. Arundhati Nag ma'am, eminent actor, founder, Sanket Trust, and founder trustee, Rangashankara. Mrs. Arundhati Nag is an Indian actress. She has been involved in multilingual theatre for over 25 years. Ma'am has also performed several plays in Kannada. To name a few, Girish Karnad's Anju Mallige, Nagamandala, 27 Mavali Circle, which is based on the famous play Wait Until Dark, Sandhya Chaye, and many more. Her most prominent works include Girish Karnad's Odakalu Bimba in Kannada and Bikre Bimb in Hindi. Ma'am created a niche for theatre and theatre artists called Rangashankara. Her last major movie was The Man Who Knew Infinity, 2016, in which she played the role of Srinivasa Ramanujan's mother. Mrs. Arundhati Nag has also enacted in Bollywood movies including Pa, Sapne and Dil Se. Kannada movies like Golibar, Jogi and Andabahar. She has also worked as assistant director in A Passage to India, which is a great historical epic drama, and also in Indian Summer. She has adorned her crown with several awards. To name a few, she is the recipient of Sangeeta Nataka Academy Award in 2008, 57th National Film Award for Best Supporting Actress, Pa, in 2010. She's also been awarded with the 4th highest civilian award of Republic of India, Padma Shri, in 2010. Without a further ado, I request ma'am to take over the event and motivate us with her words of experience and guide us with her wisdom.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ತೋಚ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂಥರ ಸೈಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದು. ಕ್ಷಮಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ವರ್ಷಗಳೇ ಆದವು. ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಈ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚೀಫ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಅನ್ನದಾನೇಶ್ವರ್ ಅವರು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಮಣಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಐ ನ್ಯೂ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವಿಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ನ್ಯೂ ದಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. I wanted to meet all you very, very special girls who ಯಾಕಂದರೆ IIMB ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ ಸರ್ಕಿಟ್. ಅಥವಾ IIT ಆಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮೌಂಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಮೆಲ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರೋ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಇಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ when you're born, it is not a choice. But you can definitely rise above wherever you are if you study well, if you are a good citizen of this country, and above all, if you are a good human being, is my learning. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿರೋ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಎರಡನೇದು, ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಇದೆ ಈ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆ ಮೇಲೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಮುಂಬೈ, ನಾನು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದು ಬಾಂಬೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ನಾನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಒಂದೇ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಮದುವೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೂ ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಆಯಿತು. ಆ ಮಗುಗೆ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಭಾಷೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಕನ್ನಡ. ಇದೇ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಚೈನಾಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಚೈನೀಸ್ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಓ ದ ಜಾಗ್ರಫಿ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಲಿವ್ ಇನ್. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಪರಿಸರಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಓ ಇಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ಭಾಷೆ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಗೌರವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆ ಲೈಫ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೂ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದಿದೆ, ನಾಳೆ ನೀವು ವಿಶಾಖಪಟ್ಟಣಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ, ಮದುವೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲಸದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಭಾಷೆ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿದು ಏನು, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಮೀ ಇನ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು 42 ವರ್ಷಗಳಾದವು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವಳೆ. ಈಗ ಬಾಂಬೆಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತೋಚೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಐ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ದೇರ್. ಜಯರಾಜ್ ಸರ್ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸೂಚಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೀನು ಏಕವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೌರವಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಹರು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಟಾಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್. He is among those IAS officers who have seen development and who have augmented development in this state. ತುಂಬ ಜನ IAS officers ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. You don't see the work that they do. But Jairaj sir is somebody who has understood the system and has made it work for the people of this state. So I really, really have a great respect for you, sir. And Mr. Naganand, he also represents the legal system of this state. He represents the gentry of this state. He stands for certain values, and that is why he is over here. He is not here just to fill a post. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಜನ. ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಫರ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬನ್ನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ ಆಗಲಿ. But they have chosen to come here because it makes a difference. You make a difference. All of you, all you students, all you teachers. You can go and take a job you can go abroad and become professors, alva? But you have chosen to stay here. Many of you have chosen it. And those who are here, please know that you are really important in their lives. You are the ones, the teachers, the professors are the ones who are going to open the doors for these girls. ನಾವು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿ ಕಮ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ 50th ಇಯರ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. but you are the ones who are really going to make a difference in their lives. ನನಗೆ ದ ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಕಡೆ ವಾಲಿದ್ದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಅಮಂಗ್ ದೋಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಹೂ ಡು ನಾಟಕ. ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೂ ನಾಟಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ. ಶಂಕರ್ ನಾಗ್ ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ನಾಟಕದಿಂದಲೇ. ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ವಿ ಮೆಟ್. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಆವಾಗ 17 ವರ್ಷ, ಅವನಿಗೆ 19 ವರ್ಷ. ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ವಿ ವರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ co-actors. We were not even in love with each other when we met one another, but we were co-actors. ಆ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ನಮ್ಮದು it took us to another direction. ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ವಿ ಗ್ರೂ ಅಪ್. ನಮಗೆ ಗುರುಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಗುರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಥಿಯೇಟರಲ್ಲಾಗಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾನಲ್ಲಾಗಲಿ ಶಂಕರ್ಗೆ ಗಿರೀಶ್ ಕರ್ನಾಡ್ ಅಂತ ಗುರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು. ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಫಿ ಆಜ್ಮಿ, ಶೌಕತ್ ಕ್ಯಾಫಿ ಬಾಂಬೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದಿ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಮದುವೆಯಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದೆ. ಶಂಕರ್ ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ವಿ, ಸುಖವಾಗಿದ್ವಿ. 10 ವರ್ಷ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಾಳಿದ್ದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಶಂಕರ್ ನಾಗ್ ಡೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅವನು ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನೀವು. ಶಂಕರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ 32 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ನನಗೆ 34 ವರ್ಷ, ಅವನಿಗೆ 36 ವರ್ಷವೂ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಸ್ಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಹ್ಯಾಮರ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಡೆತ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್, ದ ಡೆತ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೌಸ್ is a sledgehammer event when once you grow up. In your childhood, the death of a parent is like that. If you lose a parent, a mother or a father, it changes your life. After you get married, whether you are a man or a woman, if you lose your partner, that is a very, very big event in your life. It changes your life. To lose a child is an ultimate curse. It is the biggest loss in anybody's life, but we won't go there. When I lost my partner, it was very, very difficult for me to understand the world. I had nothing to do with money. I was not a film star. I was not a film actor. I was a theater actress. And it was very difficult because what Shankar was a dreamer. He started projects. He wanted an underground railway for Bangalore. He wanted a ropeway at Nandi Hills. He wanted wind power for Karnataka. He wanted ecotourism for Karnataka. Sir, you know all these projects that he wanted. He wanted fly ash brick project for Karnataka, low-cost housing from Austria. Ishtella projectgalana he wanted to bring to Karnataka. So obviously he had a dream. But there were also financial implications. So when Shankar died, I had 5,000 rupees in my bank account. That's all I had. I had no other money on this planet. And I was in a hospital for 1 month. I have broken every bone in my body, my hands, my legs, my back. So I'm like a walking miracle. I learned how to walk again. I learned how to talk again. My daughter was 5 years old. I'm not sharing this with you because I want sympathy. That time is over. I'm sharing it with you because you never know what will come your way. Don't become sad. Live every day, but you be prepared. Be prepared. Be strong. Because if you are not strong, I had a 5-year-old child whom I had to bring up. And without losing dignity, without losing your self-respect, how do you survive? How do you keep your neck high when you have got loans? Sikkapatte saala ayitu. It took me 10 years to pay back those loans. I had to sell some property and then pay back those loans. See, when you're 35 years old, you don't know that you will die. So you risk life. And when you're young, you can do all those things. But if you die, then you leave behind certain liabilities. So I'm not even saying I want to blame Shankar for going. You can't blame him. But it was possible because I also had so much love coming from Karnataka. Everybody in Karnataka loved me, helped me to stand up on my feet. And today I'm standing in front of you after 32 years. I'm 66 years old now. So I have been able to fulfill certain small dreams, not big dreams, small dreams. Shankar wanted to build a drama theatre. ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಂಡ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ವುಮನ್. ನಾನು ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಹುಡುಗಿ ನಾನು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಶಂಕರ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ಥಿಯೇಟರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕನಸು ಇತ್ತು. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀಸಲಾಗಿಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ರಂಗಭೂಮಿ ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಅಫೋರ್ಡೆಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಚ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಅಟ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಅಫೋರ್ಡೆಬಲ್ ರೇಟ್ಸ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಡ್ರೀಮ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕನಸು I was able to complete it. ನಾವು ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ನವರು ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು we got a site from BDA and then we went around asking for money from everybody all over. ನೀವು ಬರಬೇಕು ರಂಗಶಂಕರಕ್ಕೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೈಕಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ರಂಗಶಂಕರಕ್ಕೆ? ತುಂಬ ಕಮ್ಮಿ. ಹೌದು, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಲೇಶ್ವರಂ is very far from JP Nagar. But we will organize something. I will request you, ma'am. We will organize something in such a way that we have only capacity of 300. So 300 at a time. We will do a special drama for your girls. And we will give you an experience. ನೀವು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಮೈಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಸೌಂಡ್. ತುಂಬ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಅದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಅ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲೈಫ್ ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. They have to watch. I'm sure you do theatre performances over here and dance performances. That is also good. But bring them for a real experience sometime to our place. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ನಾವು 19 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ಗೆ. We charge only 2,500 rupees rent. ನೀವು ಚೌಡಯ್ಯ ಹಾಲ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1.5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂದು ಶೋ. 1.5 lakhs per show. All the auditoriums in Bangalore are very expensive. Rangashankara is the only auditorium. 19 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅದರ ಬಾಡಿಗೆನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. And we don't allow the ticket rate to be more than 500 rupees. ಅದು ಏನು ನಸೀರುದ್ದೀನ್ ಶಾ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದರೆ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಟಕ 100-150, ಹಬ್ಬ ಅಂದರೆ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮುಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಅಲೌ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಸರ್ವಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನರಿಗೆ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ತಿ ಆದರೂ ಒಂದು ನಾಟಕ ನೋಡೋ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟಿ ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್. ಸೊ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸೇ ದಟ್ fulfilling your dreams is in your hands. I want you women to realize that each one of you can chart your destiny. You can decide what you want, but for that you have to work. Whatever you do, if you clean the toilet, it must be a good job. Nobody must have to touch it again. If you clean a car, if you drive a car, if you are a cook in somebody's house, your food should be the best. I'm a good cook. I'm a good driver. I have survived when I could not afford to pay my daughter's fees. I have survived without a cook, without a driver, without a servant in my house. I did everything myself. So there is nothing that is below our dignity. ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಥಿಯೇಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚೆಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ದ ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಲೋ ಯೋರ್ ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಸ್ ದೋ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ ಆಫ್ ರಂಗಶಂಕರ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ದ ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್. ಐ ಚೆಕ್ ದೆಮ್. I want this to go away. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು, ಅವರು ಲೇಡಿ ಡ್ರೈವರ್, ಅವರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಓಡಿಸಲ್ಲ ಗಾಡಿ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಲೇಡೀಸಾ, ಹಾಂ ಸರಿ, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ. ಫೈಲ್ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರು? ಲೇಡೀಸಾ, ಐ ಸಿ. It's changing, it is changing, but you see the male ego is so big. And the males, pardon me sir, but the males have cornered jobs, cornered opportunity, and the patriarchal system has worked in their favor. It has worked in their favor. I really want each one of us to become that dynamo that tells our daughters that being a girl is not a disadvantage. Being a woman is not a disadvantage. And we need to bring up our boys. We need to bring up our male children with the respect that is due to the women. ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬರೀ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. It has to start in the cradle really. When the male child is born, every mother, every potential mother over here must remember that you are the one who is going to shape that child. The very fact that he is a male does not entitle him to so many other, what do you call them, characteristics that we have attributed to the male. And we are all asking for an equal playing field, right? What are we women asking? Give us respect, give us dignity, give us an equal playing field. Don't make us demand for it. We want it. And women are known to be the gentle, caregiving creatures. Nature has made us like that. We are life givers. We are caregivers. So I don't want to become a man. I'm asking for equality, but I don't want to become a man. I'm very proud of being a woman. Very, very proud. I'm very happy I have only one daughter. I'm very happy that one daughter has only one daughter. And they will make a difference. I don't want to become a man, not because I have less respect for the man, but I believe that we are beautiful creatures. Man and woman, both are very, very beautiful creatures. I'm born a woman and I shall do justice to being a human being on this planet. So I want all you girls to please pledge today that you are going to live your life to be very, very as perfect at whatever you do as possible. In your studies, in the work you do at home, in the work you do at college, whatever you do, try to be the best. I wish you really all the best, and I hope I will be able to come once more. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do any of you have any questions? You can ask me anything. I'll try to answer.
Now, the session is now open for discussion and feedback. This is restricted for only students, okay?
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೈಕಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಹಾ, ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಹಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಟೂ ವೀಲರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಓಡಿಸ್ತೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಮನೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ? ಇಷ್ಟ, ಕಷ್ಟ. ಮನೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ? ಹೌದು, ಕೆಲವು ಸರ್ತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ನಾವು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಲಸ, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯು, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮನೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೆಲವು ಸರ್ತಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯ ಅದು, ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. It's a little early. They have to process what they have heard, no?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I have a question. What are your biggest challenges being a woman in leadership?
Being a woman is being in Bangalore, being a woman. I'm an urban creature born in a big city like Bangalore. Born in Delhi, brought up in Bombay. So I've really lived in the best cities of this country. And I have been very, very fortunate also. So I would not, as a woman, I have not faced challenges. Classes are
Thank you,
going
ma'am.
on. As a woman, I have not faced challenges. As a human being, all those challenges that I faced were really human challenges. Not having money, not having enough money to pay back loans, having to work for 10 years to pay them back. So those are human problems, not specific to being a woman. I happen to be a woman and I have sorted them out. I think Karnataka respects its women a lot. It is not a city, it's not a state where a woman has to worry about her safety. I lived alone with my daughter on a farm in Hosur Road. Just my daughter and me, and I never felt that I will be assaulted. So it speaks volumes for the people of Karnataka. ಇದೇ ಬಿಹಾರಲ್ಲಾಗಲಿ ಯು ಪಿನಲ್ಲಾಗಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಮಗು ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಊರಾಚೆ ಇರೋದು ಭಾರಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅದು.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Ma'am, my question was, what are your situation right now? Like, what is your criteria going on?
What is?
Your criteria, challenges.
Now that my dream of Rangashankara is complete, I think the challenges are to reach out to girls like you all. How do I, next time when I come and I ask you, how many of you have seen a drama? I want everyone to lift their hand and say, I have seen it. I would like to reach theatre to as many people, because I believe that theatre is a very complete and very democratic art. Yeah? So if I'm able to teach you, if I'm able to do a theatre workshop with you, theatre helps us to recognize what our good qualities are. How can I speak clearly? How can I find the words to express myself? What is in my mind must come on my tongue. ಸರಿನಾ? ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಶಬ್ದಗಳು ಬರಬೇಕು, ಆ ಶಬ್ದಗಳು ಹೊಳಿಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಥಿಯೇಟರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 50 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. It will become easier if I'm able to do workshops even for the grown-up teachers. Then it really articulation, clarity of speech. Some people speak through their nose. Some people have irritating, squeaky voices. A voice workshop can repair all that. Some people drag their feet and walk. Some people sit like this, stand like that. All these things can be straightened out with just a simple theatre workshop. You become conscious of how you sit, how you speak, your gestures, your clarity of thought and speech. So those are the issues that bother me now. How can we take theatre to all the children in school, in college?
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I had a question. Did you ever feel like you wanted to give up? And in those moments, how did you motivate yourself?
Yes. I did. Because it was not... Okay, she asked me whether I felt like giving up at any point of time in my life when I had challenges. Did I feel like giving up? And how did I surmount that hurdle? Yes, many a times, because I had broken all my bones in my body and I was flat out on my back. I did not know whether I will ever walk again. It was very difficult to be 34 years old and lying in bed. And my daughter used to give me the bedpan. That went on for almost 9 months to 1 year. And I learned how to walk again. When you sit in a wheelchair for 9 months, you fall backwards. You don't know how to stand, you don't know how to walk forward. So it took me really, my daughter used to stand like a mother stands on this side and says, ba, 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 ba. I used to have my daughter standing in front and saying, ba, 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 ba. So she was my hope. My daughter was my hope, and because I had to be there for her, I had to be sane, not demented, not depressed, not suicidal. I had to bring her up as a good, happy child. That was the mantra. And financially, yes, there were very many times when I did not have enough money to pay my daughter's fees. The school called me and said, we are noticing that you are paying the fees last every year. Do you need any help? So I told them, yes, my husband had money, but he had agreed to a higher scale of fees. I don't have that much money. When I have money, I'll come and I'll tell you. So the school reduced the fees, and I was able to educate my daughter. Simple.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a question for you. How do you handle unexpected challenges or crisis in your role of...
Hold the mic closer.
Role as a leader, ma'am?
Repeat your question, please.
How do you handle unexpected challenges or crisis in your role as a leader?
How do I handle unexpected crises in my life as a leader? Oh dear, yes. That's almost every day, no? Each one of us, any one of you, every teacher is a leader, every principal is a leader. How does one keep your staff excited? How does one keep them motivated? There are days when your staff is really in a bad mood, and how do you get them to deliver? How do you get them to listen to you? How do you get them? During the pandemic, it was such a big challenge, no? Rangashankara was locked. It was an entertainment space. It was locked. But we were doing online programs. So I had insisted that everybody has to come to work. So we used to take special permission from the police, and we used to go, because we're a big building. We were only 7 of us. We were wearing masks, and we were working. And I had to reassure my staff that don't worry, we will pay you your salaries. We are not going to tell you to go away. We had very little money, but we will look after you. As long as we can, we will look after you. So I think a leader has to reassure the flock, everybody who is under them, and not make them threatened that, oh, if you don't do this, I'm going to throw you out. So you have to be a leader who has a heart and who's able to carry the people who are there with you and make them understand that some sacrifices sometimes even your staff has to make. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what's the favorite role or which is the role that's close to your heart you have played so far, and why is it so close to your heart?
Plays. Baby, I've done so many plays in my life. It is like asking me if I had 100 children, which child I like the best. But every role that you do, even if it is a small role, it's important, is what theatre teaches us. People think if you do the heroine's role, you are a big star. According to me, if I do just that servant who brings that cup of coffee, keeps it on the table and goes away, if I do it properly, I have made the play successful. So I have done many roles. I go, ನಾನು ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ, ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಜಾಗ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಕೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗುಡ್ಸೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾವು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಜಾಗ ಗುಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ನೋ? That role that I play or I'm living, of making sure that my environment is clean, that is one of my favorite roles. I'm very happy if I'm not acting and if I'm just helping with the backstage. And if I'm acting on stage, I have done one play called Mother Courage, and that play was the play I did for Shankar's first death anniversary. It is about a mother, a woman, who loses 3 children in a war. That play is about the tragedy of war. You know, when you have a war, now you have wars all over the world. In a war, every time it is women and children who pay the price. And this play was about a woman who loses 3 children to the war, but she continues life all alone. So you learn every time you do a role, that role teaches you something. You learn something about a character, about a person. It leaves some impression on you. Yeah?
Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Where are we?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
My question is that what has been the most significant barrier in your life?
Significant.
Barriers in your life, ma'am.
What she wants to know, what has been the most significant barrier in my life?
Yes, ma'am.
I think me, not anyone else. Nobody, my parents were very encouraging. They never stopped me from doing what I wanted. My family stood by me in my difficult times. Society has been helpful. So if I have not achieved something, that is my own shortcoming. My lack of imagination, my lack of creativity. I could have probably done much more in my life. Maybe I have not explored it. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, next.
I think we are done. We are good.
Good morning, ma'am.
Oh, one more.
Ma'am.
Where are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
As a succeed woman, how
Hold
do
the mic closer to your mouth.
as a succeed woman, how do you handle both personal and professional responsibilities, ma'am?
As a successful woman, how do you handle personal and professional life? Yeah, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Responsibilities.
Yes, ma'am.
I have very little personal life. My daughter is grown up. She is gone. I do not have a husband, and I can dedicate my life to my work. So my work is everything for me. That's why I have no impediments, and if I do not deliver, then something is wrong with me. If I'm a selfish woman, I will not deliver. If I want only good things for my life, then I will have shortcuts at my work. I have no excuse. So my work is my worship, my work is everything for me. If I did not build Rangashankara, what was I going to do? I would have just sat at home and wept and cried and been one sad woman. But Rangashankara has given a purpose to my life. So I would request everybody to imagine what they want to do when they retire. What do you want to do? Of course, we want to go to hill stations and we want to have holidays and we want to sleep till late. Everything that we don't do when we are working. But what do you want to do with your life? How do you want to be a citizen, a human being who made a difference to the world, to the planet, to your neighbors, to your surroundings? And we can. I believe that each one of us can make a difference. Yeah?
ಹಾಯ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ನಿತ್ಯ ಅಂತ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಶಿವರಾಜ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಜೊತೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ನ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡಿದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ?
ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು
ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್?
ಓಕೆ, ಶಿವರಾಜ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಜೋಗಿ ಪಿಕ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಒಂದು ಇಡೀ ಗದ್ದೆನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಬ್ರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಕೈಕಾಲು ನೋವು ಬಂತು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಗದ್ದೆ ಕೊಚ್ಚೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸುಲಭ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀವು 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದು ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಫುಲ್ ಡೇ ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು ಕೇಳಿದಮ್ಮ ನೀನು? ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಪಡೆದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ತು? ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಶಂಕರ್ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದರು ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಈ ಶಂಕರ್ had gone on the ಗೋಕಾಕ್ ಚಳವಳಿ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಗೋಕಾಕ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಇಡೀ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಸುತ್ತ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು he went talking to people, asking for Kannada as the language of the state, and ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು ಚಳವಳಿ, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಚಳವಳಿ ಅದು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ. ಶಂಕರ್ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಹೋದ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಟ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬ ಮುಟ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಗಂಡಸರಿಗೆ. ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಲಕಿಲಿ. ಸೊ ಗಂಡಸರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಮುಟ್ತಾರೆ, ಗಡಿಯಾರ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹರಿದಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಡ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಶಂಕರ್ ಕೇಳ್ದ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಸರ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಕಾಟ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಹಿಸ್ಕೋತೀರಾ? ನಗ್ನಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ, ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಬೈಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ದ ಅವನು. ಸೊ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸೆಡ್, ನೋಡು ಶಂಕರ್, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಒಂಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಕೇಳೋರು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಜೀವನ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು, ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈವನ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ಡ್. Nobody wants to touch them, nobody wants to know them. ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದೇವ್ರ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ ಜನ. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋದರೂ ಇಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಾಯ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಂತ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಕ್ಕಂತ. ಅದು ಭಾಗ್ಯ ನಮ್ಮದು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಗೌರವಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಟು ಶೇರ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್. I thank you, because this is the respect you have given. Thank you. Thank you.
we will be winding up with the interaction. If any students have more questions to ask, please hand it over to us. We'll definitely get answers for you.
I request one of the student to give us the feedback.
Srimati Arundhati Nag ma'am, thank you so much for coming. We are glad to have you here, and by your words we inspired a lot. We are in the series of 7 in women leadership, and thank you so much for coming here. And we are very glad to, and we motivated by your words, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now I request our chairman, sir, Shri S.S. Naganand, to deliver the presidential address.
ಅರುಂಧತಿ ನಾಗ್ ಅವರೇ, ಜಯರಾಜ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಾಗಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅವರೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಗೆಳತಿಯರೇ, ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಸುಮಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಟ್ರಸ್ಟೀಸ್ ಪೈಕಿ ಹಳಬ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸಮಾವೇಶ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ನಾನು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸತಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರೋ ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಾಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಇವರು ಬಂದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದಿಂದ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಹುಡುಗಿಯರು, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಸೇರಿರೋದು. ಈ ಥರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮನ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಹೀಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. The idea of having a project where we invite accomplished women to come and speak to us, to speak to our students, and to talk to them about life's stories. Because ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏರುಪೇರು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಏರುಪೇರುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಅವರು ಪಾರು ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಒಂದು ಅಂಶ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಇವಾಗ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಡ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯೂ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲೀಡರ್? ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೀಡರ್, one has to undergo changes, learn, develop, interest, listen to mentors and analyze other great leaders to follow, and alter suitably. From clear communication to out-of-box thinking, bravery to being a great empath, the qualities of a good leader lead you to victory or defeat. A good leader goes beyond his job description, touches the lives of people around him as a teacher, a business owner, a medical professional, a political leader, or an athlete. Always remember that great leaders are not born. They develop themselves through positive thinking, discipline, the right set of daily habits, courage, vision, and a desire to grow into a valuable individual who is contributing to society and the people around them through their talent and principles. Now, this is a very broad description of who a leader is. Now, I'll just narrate a few names, and all of you in your mind will start thinking whether that person was a leader, good leader, bad leader. No explanations are needed. Mahatma Gandhi, our mind has told us that he is a great leader. Adolf Hitler, we know the answer. Indira Gandhi, I think we all know the answer. Golda Meir, the first president of Israel. Srimao Bandaranaike, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, his daughter Benazir Bhutto. Now you keep on narrating these names, and then some of their qualities come to you, and then you understand what is it that they are talking about. There's one shloka in Bhagavad Gita. It aptly describes who is a great leader. Yadyada acharati shreshtaha tat tat itaro jana Sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. In simple terms, it means only this, that Shrestha is those people, the great people, a great leader. What is it that the great leader does? The great leader behaves, conducts himself or herself in a particular manner. That's all they need to do. Once they do that, everybody else, lokaha tad anuvartate, all the entire world starts following them. Now if you look at it like that, a great person like Srimati Arundhati Nag, you have just heard from her very brief life story. The trials and tribulations which she would have gone through as a 32-year-old young mother of 5-year-old child is something which is impossible for us to even conceive of. The small difficulties that we come across today, they are trivial. But a person like that has faced it, and today, please see where she stands and the signal contribution that she has done to society. Now, as she pointed out, she had 5,000 rupees in her pocket, she had lost her husband, she had lost her control over her body, she had a 5-year-old girl to look after, and please see what is it that motivated her and motivated her entire team years later to reach where she is. This is the quality of a great leader. If you don't have this persuasion, I think we should give her a loud round of applause. So the object is, we all sometimes feel, I'm very insignificant, what is it that I can do? There are so many stories, Madame Curie, and there's a long list of them, where they all thought that they didn't know anything. But still, they persevered in their dream. And when they persevered in their dream, they found what they wanted to achieve. You know, the famous American speaker, he started his speech, Martin Luther King, by saying, I have a dream. And that's the famous speech that he has delivered. When a black person could not sit next to a white person, he said, I have a dream when we'll be living together. We'll be living as brothers, and we're going to enjoy all the civil liberties that everybody else enjoys. That is a dream. So I think to become a good leader, we must first have confidence in ourselves. Self-confidence is the most important thing. Don't think that you are small, you don't have this capacity. You have all the capacity. Every human being is given the same brain. There's no difference in one person's brain and the other person's brain. It only depends on how you use it, how you cultivate it, how you motivate yourself, and how you do it. Of course, factors around you are very important. A person may be born in a very humble family, where there is hardly anything to do except to make two ends meet. But still, I'm proud to say that in our college, we have large number of first-time learners whose parents have not undergone any education. Over 40% of our students are first-time learners in our college. And that is something which is a signal service that is being done to society, because this group of people, they have to be encouraged to come and learn. And drama is something which I think, after today's meeting, we're surely going to have a drama club here, both in Kannada and English. And I want all the girls who are, in this college to please take active part in it. Shed your inhibitions. If you go on stage and sing a song, nothing is going to happen to you. Some people may clap. Sometimes you may get some boo and brickbat. But that's all that will happen. Nothing else will happen. So don't fear going onto the stage and performing. So shed your inhibitions. Only then you can go on the path of becoming a good leader. I think it's important for all the girls to understand that there is no limit to your achievements. I am blessed with 3 daughters, like Madam is blessed with 1 daughter and 1 granddaughter. All the 3 daughters are lawyers. They are in their own world, they are in their own profession, and they are achievers in their own way. But the thing is that it is there, the encouragement has come from somewhere, but the inspiration has to come from inside. So I think you pray for that inspiration. Read good books, read positive books. Just yesterday I was reading a book recently written by Vikram Sampath. I think we should add it to our library, about the great achievers of Indian history who are forgotten, and those who did so much for India's freedom and much before freedom struggle. Of course, freedom struggle is recent. The book starts about 1,000 years prior to that and narrates the various kings and the queens that they did, what they did. These are inspirational stories, and this is something which is going to inspire you and which is going to get you on the path to greater progress in life, ultimately the pursuit of happiness is something which is universal in everybody. Everybody wants to be happy. If I ask anybody, will he say, no, I want to be a little sad today. I don't want to be happy. I want to be slightly hungry. My stomach doesn't want to be full. Does anybody say that? Nobody says that. Everybody says, I want to be happy. So how should you be happy? Of course, Bhagwan Baba said, everybody says, I want peace. So if somebody asks, Baba, I want peace. How do I get peace? So I said, you want peace, no? Okay, there are just three words are there. I, want and peace. So first thing is you forget I. Don't have ego. Second thing is want. Your desires must be limited. If you eat one masala dosa, then second one you may not feel like eating. But if you go on eating the second one, you are going to have trouble and you have to go to a doctor. So that want is something which you need to control. If you take out these two, you have peace. The same way, a sense of contentment, a sense of doing what you have to do, and a commitment to duty. Let me end by only saying, success is never coming to you by chance. It's always by hard work. If you don't burn the midnight oil, you are not going to get 90% marks in your examination. Let me tell you, you may be very brilliant, but you need to do that bit of hard work. So it is application of mind, hard work, accompanied by your own enthusiasm and the enthusiasm which this environment has given. I think this is the way forward for all young people to achieve greater heights, and we hope that at least a few of you will rise in the political firmament also and become leaders in the political world. Maybe we'll see a Prime Minister who's an alumni from Maharani Lakshmi Ammani College in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದ್ಗುಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದುದಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವಂದನಾರ್ಪಣೆ ನೀಡಲು ಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿ ಸುಮೇಧಾ ಕೌಶಿಕ್.
Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, respected trustees, teachers, and all my dear fellow mates. On behalf of MLAC family, I take immense pleasure to propose the vote of thanks. I want to express my sincere gratitude to Srimati Arundhati Nag, ma'am, who has spared her precious time from her busy schedule to grace the occasion and has enlightened all of us with her wisdom of words and experience. Thank you so much, ma'am. I would take this opportunity to express my deep regards to Shri S.S. Nagananda sir, Chairman of MLAC, Managing Trustee Shri K. Jairat sir, Managing Trustee Shri K. Jairat sir, Principal Dr. Naglakshmi BN, Administrative Officer Dr. B.A. Annadanesh sir. I thank the entire student welfare team and women in leadership team and all the faculty members for being a constant source of motivation and guiding force in all our endeavors. My deep sense of thanks and appreciation goes to all my fellow mates who attended the talk with immense enthusiasm and made it a great success. Last but not the least, I take this moment to thank all the supporting staff and event coordinators, without whom the event would not have been a success. Once again, thank you all.
I request the dignitaries on the dais to join all of us for a group photograph. And I request the audience to be seated wherever they are.
There is an interaction session with faculty in Golden Jubilee Hall after 10 minutes. So the faculty members are requested to come to Golden Jubilee Hall.
I request all the students to revert back to their classes.